Hello, everybody. Hi, Cassidy. There's
Hola,
so
Lorena.
many of you. Hello.
How are you, Lorena?
I'm good. How are you?
I haven't seen you in a long time. I'm actually in Dominican Republic.
It's been like 10 years.
I know it's been a long time. You know, we're now hosting FamTrips all over the Caribbean. So we have been jumping from island to island, and well, we did Jamaica 2 weeks ago. Now I am in the DR. Aruba here. Wow.
I wish I was in Aruba. I'm not. I'm back at home.
I was in Aruba too.
Holding down the fort.
I'm so excited to be here. Hey, Pablo, how are you?
How are you guys? Nice to be here and nice to see so many familiar faces. I'm ready to start this wonderful webinar with Aruba. Looking forward for it.
So I want just to do a little bit of introduction, Lori, if you allow me, because this is like such a big moment for everyone. And I just want to say that 3 weeks ago or so, no, about 2 months ago or so, we did a survey in which we asked the agents, and we had like about 250 agents filling up that survey. And one of the questions was, where would you like to do a fam trip? And the number one answer, it was Aruba. So you speak, we listen. And who else to really be able to talk about this beautiful island and gives us the opportunity to also be the first place where we're gonna be showcasing our first fam trip on the island, than the business development manager for the US for the Aruba Trvel Authority, than Kim Riddle. Kim, thank you so much for being here with us at Caribbean FamTrips. We love you and we appreciate so much that you are here to share your knowledge about this amazing destination.
Yay, Kim.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the invitation and the excitement and everybody wanting to learn more about our destination and just that interest, which means that they're getting the calls, you're all getting the calls and the interest from your clients as well. So I was super excited to get the call and the reach from you guys, to be here today. So thank you very much.
So Kim, we're gonna give you control over the presentation. I just want to explain a little bit the flow to the agents that are joining us today. Kim will talk about Aruba, how we see this together, everything that Aruba has to offer. Then we will have as well Megan Esposito, who is the sales director for the hotel resort that will be hosting our next fam trip. We will talk about great opportunity, and finally we will have a forum for questions and answers. This also is being recorded for everyone that couldn't join us, or if you would like to review this fam trip presentation as well. So what I'm gonna do right now, Kim, I'm gonna give you the control so you can take over the presentation.
And remember, guys, along the way, whatever questions you have or comments you want to make, but especially questions, Kim's the expert here. So you want to pop those into the chat box and we'll make sure we do go over those at the end.
All yours, Kim.
Perfect. Lovely. Well, I appreciate again the opportunity to be here with all of you, and super excited to have this opportunity to share a little bit about the destination of Aruba with each and every one of you. Our One Happy Island is just waiting to welcome each of you to Aruba, your clients down to the island as well. And so this will be a great chance to show a little bit more about the island itself. And I'm going to answer all of the questions that you may have later on after I showcase the island here. So with that said, hopefully you know a little bit about where we're located. I'm going to showcase some of these key features with the destination, why people keep coming to the island. So our weather and our location is really important because we are all the way in the Southern Caribbean, just 15 miles off the coast of South America. And this is really important to realize and understand because of the fact that with us being in this location, we don't have to worry about the those summer and fall storms. We have, constant trade winds that are keeping the island temperatures in the mid 80s. Those trade winds also keep the rain clouds away. We only get 16 to 20 inches of rainfall a year. And so we basically have perfect weather every day of the year. So anytime your clients are looking to travel to Aruba, they're going to almost be guaranteed that perfect weather destination. If they're coming in the winter season, the warm water temperatures and the air temperatures are going to be ideal for them. And then of course, during the summer and fall, you still have those beautiful weather that they're going to have. And, everything is done outdoors. So the breezes are just always going to be refreshing, very little humidity for them. Even dining is done outdoors. And so we'll talk a little bit about that here in a moment as well. We do have ample airlift coming to the destination. So every airline is flying down to Aruba with the exception of Frontier. So with all of the different airlift coming to Aruba, it's easy to get down to the island. You might need to do a connection, but that isn't difficult either when you consider that we have U.S. Customs on island. So when you're coming home, you're actually going through customs and immigrations in Aruba, and it's a domestic flight on the return. And that makes it really easy. We all know that no matter where you're coming home internationally from, you need to go to the airport 3 hours in advance. So when you're coming home 3 hours in advance from Aruba, you're spending that time going through customs and immigrations. And when you get back to the US, you're done. And so that makes that so much easier and convenient. If, gosh forbid, they're having to do a connection, they get off the flight and go to the next gate because everything's been done in Aruba. If they're flying nonstop and they're a carry-on queen like I am, you pull your bag out of the overhead and you go to your car. I mean, this is so sweet, so easy for a lot of people just to, go ahead and do something like this. It really spoils you quickly. And so for our visitors who come to the island, they really like to take advantage of this. So knowing that U.S. Customs is on island is a huge selling point for so many people because you have less people coming from the destination versus getting back to the US. And gosh forbid, a huge airplane from Europe has just landed at the same time and you're all trying to rush through at once. Oh, yeah, exactly. And yes, we do have global entry as well. So the island is actually one of the smaller destinations in the Caribbean. It's only 19.5 miles long by 6 miles at its widest point. So it's really easy to get around the destination, and we want you to get off and explore the island because there's so much that you can discover throughout the destination. Don't take our size, as a misgiving that there's not much to see and do. There's so much to experience. And where we differ from a lot of other destinations is our resorts are not there to solely entertain you. While they have activities at the property, they know that you're going to go off property and have these experiences. And so they have it a little bit different to where, yes, we have a little bit of entertainment, but we know you're going to be gone quite a bit during the day. So it's not as much activities and entertainment that you may have at some of the other, especially like all-inclusive resorts, even their sister properties and chains. So keep that in mind when it comes to the destination. All of our resorts are on that western shoreline. So you can actually see a wonderful, breathtaking sunset from every single property that we have here on island. So that is great to know as well. Your clients aren't going to have to worry about where am I going for sunset. You can sit on your balcony. You can go down to the beach. You're going to have a breathtaking view of sunset every night. I don't know if it's because of where the island is located or, just because God felt that Aruba deserved these magical sunsets, but they are amazing and breathtaking on island. You will see some of the best colors that the sky has ever been painted. And because of that, and because of our beautiful beaches that we have, we do a lot of beach dining. You can dine with your feet in the sand and watch these sunsets, and a lot of people like to take advantage of that as well. So definitely, whether you're doing a catamaran sail right at your resort itself or doing the beach dining, you're definitely going to be able to take advantage. Aruba's that easy destination for everyone. You know, when it comes to everything from the currency in Aruba, you never have to exchange your currency because everybody accepts the US dollars. They price things in US dollars. They'll give you change back in the US dollar, even though the local currency is our beautiful Aruban florin. It's fixed and tied to the US dollar. So it's very easy for those who are coming down to the destination. Everybody speaks 4 languages, English, Spanish, Dutch, and Papiamento. They have to graduate from high school, so there is no language barrier for you. Many will go on to speak a 5th or 6th language because of the fact that Papiamento is made up of 6 different languages. And, you know, it's just, again, that easy destination. If you're wanting to explore like we encourage you to do, get off property, drive on the right-hand side of the road. It's easy to get around. So you're not having to worry about trying to figure out how to drive throughout the destination. And of course, you can drink the water. We have only 16 inches of rainfall a year. So we have to desalinate seawater to maintain living on island. So we have one of the world's largest desalination plants right there on island. So definitely, again, it's just that easy destination throughout the island. You're going to see a lot of references to the U.S., the U.S. chains, whether it's a restaurant, whether it's shopping, and it puts everybody at ease. And that's, again, part of that ease of the destination that people just love. Many people are familiar with our beautiful beaches. We're known for some of the best beaches, not only in the Caribbean, but around the world. We have 3 beaches on island that have been named in the top 25 best beaches of the Caribbean. Eagle Beach is number 3 best beach in the Caribbean, as well as number 5 best beach in the world. So definitely, you know, we've got these gorgeous beaches. There's about 20 different beaches around the island throughout the entire destination. So you don't have to just stay at your resort beaches of Palm Beach and Eagle Beach. You can go off and explore some of the other beaches that we have, like Baby Beach and Arashi Beach, which are in the top 25 as well. Or go to some of the lesser known beaches, go to Mango Alto, or go to Rogers Beach, especially in the middle of the week. It'll be a private beach for yourself and nobody else will be there. So it's just a wonderful opportunity for people to go and, again, explore, engage with locals, or, you know, just have the place completely to yourself and live like a local. So for those people wanting to do that kind of stuff, it's great. Our beaches are that powder sugar, that talcum powder, soft sand beach. And what's great and interesting about our sand is that it does not retain the heat during the middle of the day. And so those who are coming to Aruba and go out to the beach, that's the one thing that they just love, you know, not having to worry about burning your feet, not having to worry if they've got children, you know, and they're playing on the beach, they're not burning their little bums. So when you experience our beaches, you just fall in love with the destination as well. And that whole area of Palm Beach and Eagle Beach, it's protected further out by a reef. And so there's really not much wave action at all. So it's very tranquil and really calm with the waters. And so people just love being there at the beach area. And just letting people in, sorry about that. We do want people to explore the destination. And so that's all part of the, you know, coming to Aruba. It's really going out and having those experiences. The topography of Aruba is very unique. You know, so going out and seeing the island is a complete, it's part of the package. It's part of what you need to do. So whether you're doing an actual tour, going out by Jeep, UTV, going on a bus, you know, that's a great opportunity, or renting a car and doing it on your own. They will give a self-guided map so that you can explore the destination, highlighting many of the key places. And Maps ME works offline in Aruba. And so it's your self-guided, it's your GPS that you don't have to utilize data for. So we really recommend people to go out and explore the island. And again, like I said, it's safe and able to do this. But that whole northeastern side of the island is complete opposite, contrast where the beach resorts are. So you've got thundering waves that crash up against a coral shoreline. So it has more of a Cabo look and feel to it, and so we want you to see some of this. That's where you're going to see those natural bridges, the natural pool, things along those lines. Definitely check it out. It's so beautiful and so different from the resort area. Since we only get 16 inches of rainfall a year, you're going to have a lot of cactus throughout the interior of the island. We've got 2 huge rock formations that are in that area as well. So we want you to see what the island has throughout the entire destination. A fifth of the island is actually protected as the Arapahoe National Park. There's some hiking trails and biking trails in there. You can do tours in that area, and the natural pool lies in there along as well as the caves. So we want you to, again, explore the destination, check it out. One thing to note, the UTVs are not allowed in the Arapahoe National Park. So going out to the natural pool, you would have to have a Jeep, or go on a tour in that regards. But UTVs are no longer allowed in the national park. So be aware of that, because I know a lot of people like to go out on those tours. When it comes to, the people coming down to the destination, who, should you send, what works best? People always think of us for romance, but I wanted to highlight some of the things that people can do when it comes to families, because we have so much to offer for people, all kinds of different people. And I know every destination says, oh, we've got something for everyone. And true, Aruba does as well. But then when you start scratching down, well, what do you have for these different types of clientele? I want to be able to showcase that a little bit for you so that you can plan a little better for your clients. So when it comes to families, this is just such a great picture here. I mean, here they're at the natural pool, and you may not think about bringing your family to the natural pool, but again, it's a great location even for families at the natural pool. Kids can be in there, they can swim around, they can jump in, and it's because it's protected in that pool area. So it's a great spot right there. But you may not think of us as much for families because we don't have those wow pool areas at the resorts, because again, people are going off property and you're exploring throughout the destination. Our resorts do have the kids clubs, but they're doing different things. They're doing the cooking classes. It's the Jacques Cousteau at the Ritz-Carlton having theirs, and they're stargazing. Hilton will talk about hers as well. A lot of fun things that they do. And so there's a lot of different types of activities that they're doing at their resorts versus, having the water slides and all of that. We do have a couple of properties that do have water slides. Funny enough, they're not at the all-inclusives, but it's just knowing the different properties and what will work for your clients. But most of our families, again, are going out and exploring, going to the butterfly farm where your admission is good for the full duration of stay, going to the donkey sanctuary, going to Phillips Animal Gardens, going out to the rock formations or to the gold mine ruins, exploring all that Aruba has, because kids are adventurous. They want to explore, they want to climb, they want to go through things. And that's what Aruba offers. So there's so much. Go out to De Palm Island, where you've got the water slides out there, a full water slide park, and even doing sea track, ages 8 and up can do that helmet dive. A lot of fun, a lot to do. Of course, when it comes to romance, everybody knows it is a destination that, we excel at. Every segment of the romance, we have something for. So whether you have, people who are into, looking to pop a question, doing those elopements, doing the destination weddings, vow renewals, honeymooners, or just the romantic getaways, the baby moons, we definitely fit every one of these segments and have something for them. We've got companies like Picnic Aruba or Aruba Bell Tent Experience that can help people when they are trying to pop a question, and have that engagement going on. We can help set that up. Or maybe they're already, married, or they're wanting to celebrate an anniversary, or just having that special occasion on island, they can go ahead and help set up, that experience on the beach for them as well, that romantic experience. A lot of our hotels are doing this too. And I know, again, don't want to steal your thunder, Margot, but she'll talk about some of their features that they offer to give that type of example. Vow renewals, we have the largest wedding vow renewal in the Caribbean. Aruba I Do takes place in August every year, and it's complimentary. This is August 11 of this year. It is, if you have not heard about it yet, please get on board with it. You can be marketing this to your clients that you have. There's a picture in the bottom left corner that we had in 2019. But there's like 6 different props that are set up where people can have their picture taken. It leads up into the sunset hour. There's an officiant out there that performs the ceremony. And, we have a cake reception. There's champagne flowing, flowers for the brides. It's all free. We even provide transportation from the hotel to the venue. All they have to do is register on aruba.com/I-do. And it's just a wonderful opportunity for somebody to go ahead and rededicate themselves to each other. It doesn't matter if they've been married 4 days or 50 years. So definitely keep this in mind for all of your clients who just want to go ahead and again say I do to the one that they love. So that is something that you can definitely think about. And then when you've got people who are looking for the destination wedding, we actually do not have anything that is cookie cutter. We only do the one wedding a day, except for Rio. And this is that destination where it's the sky's the limit. If you can imagine it, we will make it happen. So very few of our properties actually have the A, B, or C package, so we do offer that. But then for the most part, what we do is we have the opportunity just to say, what would you like? And that's what we're going to offer for you. So keep that in mind for your clients, because it's definitely that great destination for your clients to come down, get married on island, and have just a wonderful wedding and a wonderful opportunity. So definitely keep that in mind for those looking for the destination weddings. Then when it comes to things around the island, we of course have so many opportunities and activities for the honeymoon couples, for just romance and period, for those looking for that romantic getaway. They can do those private tours. They can go out and experience the island themselves, those sunset dinners, whether it is on a pier overlooking the water or with their feet in the sand or even their table in the water. We've got so many venues where they can do this and take advantage of it. So lots of opportunities throughout the destination for that. And, so whatever activities they're looking for, Aruba definitely has something for everyone. And then when it comes to well-being and wellness, we know with the entire pandemic timeframe, people are focusing a little bit more now on the well-being, their mind, body, soul, rejuvenation of all of that. And Aruba has always, probably for about the past 10 years, dedicated the month of June to Wellness Month. Our primary export, really our only export, is aloe. And so with that, we have incorporated aloe throughout not only, spa treatments, but also in our food and beverage, infusing that because of the healing powers that it has. When it comes to food at the destination, you're going to be able to find vegan opportunities and options throughout the destination without a problem. And gluten-free is a little bit more accessible now on island as well. So for anyone looking to, have those wellness connectivity opportunities, whether it is meditation, yoga, or more active, with your paddleboarding, hiking, biking, we have all of those options. You can even do meditation at the butterfly farm on Wednesdays before they open. So there's little secret hidden spots that we have on island, which is just a gem. So definitely keep in mind all of these segment groups that we have, and there's something for everyone that's unique and different. And that's what I'm just wanting to point out and make sure you understand. We do have something for everyone. So with that, I just want to make sure that you know our entry requirements coming to the destination, because they've all gone away, which is so exciting. You know, back in March, we did away with everything. You know, we understand everything is good now. Most of our people on island have had, you know, even their boosters. And so with us being so vaccinated, it makes it easy for us to say, all you need to do is come down and have your information filled out on our ED card platform. That portion will always be online because of the fact we had started it before the pandemic, and that was part of our sustainability efforts, is to go paperless. So we'll always have the ED card online. So you'll always have to go to edcardaruba.aw prior to traveling to Aruba to fill out your immigration's information. Right now, we do still require the $15 per person, ages 15 and up, which is a mandatory insurance fee, and that is for the full duration of stay. All right, there's no way to get around that. Everybody's asking, you know, what if they've already paid for insurance? What if they've done this? There is no insurance in the world that pays for third-party isolation accommodations. And when I say third party, this is private homes. It's not hotels. Our hotel occupancy is extremely high. The month of April, we had higher visitor arrivals for 2022 than we had in 2019. We are blessed. We know we are blessed, and we are thankful that we have more people coming to the destination now than we did in 19, which, if anybody in the travel industry understands, 2019 was a bumper year for everyone. So we are very thankful for that. And, you know, because of that, our hotels cannot put people up if they do test positive. So they do have to go into private homes. So we actually have, from the health department, they have a concierge that will contact the person who tests positive and will then accommodate them, take them into a private home. They have a home all to themselves. It has the Wi-Fi. It's got your bedroom, bathroom, living room, kitchen area. You've got everything. Most of them have the washers and dryers. Some of them have private swimming pools. So they're really nice accommodations up to US standards. So everybody is nice and comfortable. And so that is covered for the $15. It does not cover food and beverage, but they will give them a listing of restaurants and the grocery stores that deliver. And when I say restaurants, it's both the resort, you know, the tourist restaurants as well as the local restaurants. And that's the ones I recommend to go with, the local restaurants, lower pricing, and actually just as good as the resort, the tourist locations. And so you have some wonderful opportunities. Remember, there's an entire kitchen there. So do like you do back home. And with the washer and dryer, you don't have to worry about your clothes. You can always have clean ones as well. Main thing is that this ED card platform must be filled out a minimum 4 hours prior to departure. You can do it up to 7 days in advance, but it has to be done at least 4 hours prior to departure. They will then get a QR code that the airline still has to see in order to get on board the flight. So very important that they are doing this. So just to make sure that they realize that, and that they take advantage of that. Part of the ED card platform is that you're putting in your return flight information as well. So on the return flight, 24 hours prior to your return, you will get a reminder about, don't forget to fill out your information for the airlines for the return and entering back into the US. And this is your boarding, your color entering the airport. We have a flow system at the airport that is color coded. And we want to remind everybody about that because they will not let you into the airport until your color. We have a lot of people during the winter season, especially on a Saturday, that will decide, you know, I'm on a later flight. I have to check out of the hotel because the hotel is full. I'll just go to the airport early. We know the lines are long, so we'll just go early and we'll sit out there. We'll have lunch, we'll get something to drink, and we'll just make a day of it out there. It's not a problem. Not the thing to do, because now you're backing up the other people at the airport who have to get on board the flight. So we came up with the color system, and it has really worked. And so we don't let people in, and we hate for somebody to have to stand outside the airport in the sun. So it's very important that people realize this. If they have to leave their hotel, have them leave their stuff at the bellman and just grab something to eat. Do not leave early. Please do not go out early. So I cannot stress that enough. So make sure they're aware of that. And then I just want to recap, Aruba has the highest repeat visitor rate in the Caribbean. It's many different things. It's not just one thing, it's all of it combined. It is our location. It is the weather, perfect weather every day. And that's part of why people keep coming back time and time again. The size of the destination, not only is it easy to get around the island, being so small, but if you stay on Palm Beach, you can walk to everything. So being right there where the Hilton is located, you can walk to 105 dining outlets, shopping that's open till 10 o'clock at night, 80% of our nightlife. It's an adrenaline junkie's paradise. It is such an easy, convenient location. And, I can't say enough. And when you hear Margot talk, you're just really going to get even more excited. Having U.S. Customs on island, what a huge advantage. Once you start traveling these destinations, and you may, when you've gone to Canada, done this, or the Bahamas, it really makes it so easy having the U.S. Customs right there. And, just being able to communicate with everybody, that multilingual destination, the people want to then engage with you even more. They want to know your story. 87% of our GDP is tourism. And so because of that, they genuinely care where you came from. And so they learn from a young age how important tourism is, and they got that refresh during the pandemic. And so for the few millennials who started to take it for granted, they understand again how important it is to have the tourist coming to their island home, because it is their livelihood. And so they definitely have that reset, which I guess might be one good thing that came out of the pandemic as well. 400 restaurants on a tiny 70 square mile island. Oh, foodie's paradise. Even if you're coming to Aruba on an all-inclusive, you will go off property, not only for activities, but also to dine, because you can dine in food trucks. We even have a dessert food truck almost across the street from the Hilton. Oh, amazing. My favorite. And then you have your high-end dining as well, where you can dine at a chef's table, and it's a tasting menu anywhere from a 5 to an 8-course meal. You can dine out on the deck where local fishermen have brought in the catch, and you order fish and shrimp by the pound. Oh my gosh, there's so many options. And this is what you start hearing people talk about, even at the all-inclusives. You'll hear the people talk about their adventures out, because people rent cars and they're going around the island. And you hear more and more that you think, all right, so tonight I need to go out and try this. I mean, we have culinary tours. People just go out and they experience. You may not do it every night, but you just go out at least for a night or two. And when it comes to groups, if you are working with a group, if you have 10 rooms or more, so that can be, your family reunion, that could be your birthday groups, right? It doesn't have to be the large groups, 10 rooms or more. Any hotel that works with a group will offer a full American plan, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and unlimited beverages. What? Isn't that great? Hope I blew your mind with that one. So it's now opening up your nicer properties, your Hilton, your Marriott, your Ritz-Carlton, the Hyatt, almost as an all-inclusive. Definitely keep that in mind. I mean, we do have 11 options on all-inclusives. Yes, 11. But now you have even some of those higher end that you can do that way as well. So really good opportunities for that. Just 10 rooms, and your passport only has to be valid for the duration of stay. So you don't need the full 6 months. If you have somebody traveling on June 5th and coming home on the 10th and their passport expires on the 15th, not a problem. I do recommend it is 5 days after in case they test positive, but not a problem. It's going to be good for them. So remember that for your clients who are, in that time frame of my passport's been buried all this time because I haven't traveled during the pandemic. They can still squeeze in that trip to Aruba. And we love to hear that opportunity. And of course, Aruba is just that easy destination to get to, get around. So keep it in mind for all of your clients. Here's your sales team. I have a wonderful team out there in the field. So take a picture, know who your sales manager is out in the field. We're all here to help you. I also cover the Midwest, the Central Midwest, as well as Pennsylvania. So not only do I oversee this wonderful team, but I have my own territory that I cover too. So we are all here to assist you with all of your Aruba needs. I'm also ATA Houston, which is the admin for our Facebook page. So if any of you are already on Aruba Travel Experts, I'm the one that you're usually chatting with. And if you're not already on our Facebook page, please join. We would love to see you on there. We are starting back up our Facebook Lives with our hotel partners. Instead of it being weekly, it'll be once a month, just because we're out on the road so much right now. We can't do it every single week like we were during the pandemic timeframe. With this, I'm just going to go ahead and turn it over. Hand it back over. We'll be answering more questions that you may have, but we've got some great news from Hilton to talk about. Margo is going to be sharing some information, and I know you're just chomping at the bit to hear what else they have to say. So thanks, guys.
Kim, thank you so much. That was such an energetic presentation. And
was a
I learned
fabulous
so
job.
many things about Aruba that I didn't knew. That
Me
was awesome.
too.
Thank you so much.
I'm ready to head to Aruba and get married.
Well, good.
I mean, that's a miracle that you made me think that. It's pretty amazing.
Well,
Yeah,
fantastic. You know, I mean,
many exciting things I didn't know.
And that's the whole thing. It's just putting little nuggets out there. There's so much, and those of you who know me, and I know I've seen a lot of these names out there. Mark's over there. Well, he's on the phone right now, but there's several of you out there that know me quite well. Know that Kim can go on and on and on forever. So I have to kind of curb it. So
No, that's great.
So what about if we do this? I know the agents must have some questions. I have already seen some coming out. So let us talk about the fam trip that we have going on in Aruba very soon. And that way, then we will allow them to post more questions about Aruba, about the host hotel, and about the fam trip. So let me share my screen so I can explain to you who we are here at Caribbean FamTrips. So what we do really is give the opportunity to travel experts that want to want to invest on themselves to get to see new destinations and new resorts, so they can definitely recommend them to their clients. This is something that Lori Swenderman, who is here on the call, who, by the way, is a travel agent and completely understands how the travel agent world moves. Along with myself, which I used to be a director of sales for a property. So we kind of understand both worlds, which is the agent and the hotel needs. And we also bring into the picture Pablo Enriquez, who is here with us as well. He's our director of new projects. And Pablo really understands the DMC, right? He used to be with the largest DMC in the destination where we live, which is Riviera Maya in Mexico. So he understands site inspections, logistics, transportation. So we believe we make a great team. And our fam trips are different. Number one, like I said, we're looking for agents that want to invest in their careers, agents that want to build partnerships and relationships, not only with hotels, but also with destinations. Our fam trips do include everything. That means they include the transfers, they include the hotel stay. In some cases, they're all inclusive. In some cases, they have a meal plan. In some cases, they are European plan. Of course, it depends with the host property, and we will always specify. They do include site inspections. They do include a full training experience, and we provide exclusive and personalized service. That means that we want to keep the groups short and small, no more than 10 agents at the same time. Mostly of the time, our FAMs are single occupancy. That means only agent allowed, no companion. And we also want you to become immersed in the local culture. So in the case of Aruba, trust me, you're not just gonna see a hotel. We want you to go and see Aruba. And that's why we have the Aruba Tourism Authority with us today. Because for us, it's not only about what you're gonna learn about a property, but what you're gonna learn about a country or destination by itself. What is not included in our fam trips? Well, the airfare, that's on your own. Insurance, so for example, those $15 that Kim was mentioning, that if you are coming to any of our FAMs, that comes out of your pocket. Also, if there's COVID testing required as well, that is part that is not included. Additional nights and transfers, if you decide to extend your stay and do additional transfer services, that's on your own. And any extra fees for an agenda, for extra fees for things that are not in the agenda of the actual fam trip. So who are we going to Aruba? Yeah, we're going with Hilton Aruba. Dates are going to be from the 30th of November to December the 3rd. This is single occupancy, and it does include 3-night accommodations, single occupancy, breakfast every single day. I spoke to Margot, who is going to talk on the next slide. They're also going to do one dinner for us, and we will either try to go to town or go visit other properties, do the transfers, sign inspections, and education as well. So that's what this fam is going to be. This is great because we're finally going to Aruba, going to another island. And we have Margot Esposito here with us, who is the Director of Leisure Sales for Hilton Aruba. Margot, I know you are there. So if you want to talk to the agents about what to expect from Hilton Aruba during our fam trip.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. I'm so excited to be here and to host this fam. We look forward to welcoming the agents. We know the best way to sell a hotel is if you've experienced it. And our hotel, the Hilton Aruba, was the first resort that was actually built on the island. This is where the birth of tourism began. So we have a very large footprint, probably one of the largest on Palm Beach, and sometimes even double the footprint of any of the other hotels. So we're on 15 beachfront acres, and our location is perfect. We are right across the street from all the restaurants and bars and shops. So you're literally 1-minute walk from the hotel lobby right across the street to a lot of activity taking place. So in your spare time at night, you can go to our casino, which we hosted the World Series tournament of poker. It's a Las Vegas style casino. We have nightly entertainment at Mirasolo, but all across the street, there's so many different activities, and you can walk to a lot of the other hotels that are on Palm Beach, which makes it really nice. So sites will not be a big problem for the hotels in the general vicinity. They're pretty easy. You can almost walk the beach to go to several of the hotels nearby. You know, we have a beautiful spa. Kim mentioned a lot of the wellness programs. We have that there too. We have our restaurants, our breakfast buffet that you will experience on this fam is unlimited breakfast entrees at Laguna, from kitchen to table, as well as bottomless mimosas and champagne for those who love to indulge. And we will do a beautiful dinner, welcome dinner on the beach as well for all the participants. So we're so excited to be a part of this with you. And just looking at the info in the chats, people really love your fam trip. So I'm sure we'll all have a great time, and I'll be there with you too.
So excited to meet you, Margot.
Nice to meet you too. And just a tip, that picture is a little old.
Then sorry, update our Facebook profile.
That's okay. Yes, I
We'll do
know.
some photos when we get there.
I do that. I do it for branding. Yeah.
It's a lovely photo, Margot. It's a lovely photo. And thank you so much for your time. So we're very, very excited also for hosting this fam trip, and questions on how to register for this fam trip. Well, you can go to CaribbeanFamTrips.com. You can register over there. You can also go to our Facebook page, to our Instagram page. There's a registry form that you gotta fill up. You gotta hold a deposit. and full payment is due 45 days in advance. You can also reach out to Lori and I by going to info@CaribbeanFamTrips.com. Lori, I believe that on our website, CaribbeanFamTrips.com, it's already alive, right? Agents can already go and submit their application towards this fam, correct?
It is already live, and if you think that you want to go, you need to sign up today and probably do your deposit as soon as I respond back to you, because we've already had.
Because we only have 10 rooms. That's the reality. We only have 10 rooms, and I'm sure this one is gonna sell
Well,
out
we've already had,
really fast.
we've had 2 people apply during the webinar.
Okay, okay.
So, if you hop on this, if you want on.
So Lori, I'm gonna give you the questions. Can you have, do you have access to the questions so you can
I
read
have
them?
them right here. Yep, I'm good to go.
Perfect. So it's all yours, Lori.
All right, everybody. Lots of hellos. Nice to see you guys. Lori Paulson wishes she was at the beach. Me too. All right, let's see to the questions. Scott, hi Scott. Scott wants to know, is Aruba lesbian and LGBTQ friendly? Sorry. So Kim or Margot both can answer this.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I was muted.
Okay.
The easiest thing to say is we're Dutch.
I know the answer.
We're Dutch.
So yes, that's very friendly.
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah,
when it comes to marriages, it's not a legal marriage, but you can have the beach blessing. But everything else throughout the island, we're Dutch, very friendly.
no worries
100%.
there.
No worries there, welcoming and everything. Yes, I even, when I do my bridal shows, I have my lip balm that has the rainbow logos. Yes, we're very friendly
Perfect. So it's totally safe and easy for your clients as well to be there.
and welcoming,
Perfect.
most
Yeah,
certainly.
very welcoming.
Our
Yeah.
hotel
Joyce?
too, we host a lot of ceremonies at our hotel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yes.
Good. Okay, Joyce wants to know, does the whole family have to complete the e-card individually, or can one person fill it out for the entire family?
One person can fill it out multiple times for each individual. Yes.
So an individual has, excuse me, individual form for each person, but mom can do it all.
Exactly. Correct.
All right, Joyce also wants to know, is the Under the Stars local art and farmers market open yet?
The local all of the farmers markets, the local markets are all open. Those are running, and they even do a monthly farmers market out at the ostrich farm. And that has a lot of the local art out there and the local artisans. There's not any other local art that I'm aware of. We are having our street art fair again this year in November. And so excited that that's coming back too.
Perfect. Van says, wow, 10 rooms for all of us. Van, that's just our first one. Give us about 10 minutes and we'll control Aruba as well.
Oh, I think that was supposed to be an AI.
Ah,
And
okay, well, still, same comment.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly.
Anyway.
For, yeah, only 10 rooms you need in order to turn it as an AI, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Either way there, Van, my answer stands. Patty says, Patty, who has been to Aruba, says, let's hope I don't mess this up. Masha Donkey?
Donkey.
Donkey.
Thank you very much.
What does that mean?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Joaquina's going to be there June 10th. Great presentation. Thank you, Kim, says Donna.
Yeah.
Sally just arrived back home from Aruba on Sunday and said it was amazing. Patty said, thank you so much. Thank you, Kim. Donna says, best fam hosts ever. Thank you, Donna. Love you. All right, just checking to see if we have any more questions. Van's back with another question. Margot, this is for you. Does the Hilton offer day passes for cruise passengers?
No, we don't. We try to reserve, our palapas and our beach chairs really for the guests that are staying at the resort.
That's good. We appreciate that when we're guests for sure. Let's see, Janine. No more. Lisa says she hasn't been there yet and she has to go. So this is your chance, Lisa.
Yes. And we appreciate all of you coming, and thank you so much.
Does anyone have any more questions? This is the time to ask. You guys were so good that you answered every question that anyone had about Aruba. So pats on the back. It was a fabulous presentation, actually. It was very well done.
And Joyce, you're making me jealous. You're going next week. Oh my
I
goodness.
know. Oh.
Ugh.
Quit showing off, Joyce. We have
I
to wait.
know. I haven't
Everybody
been
wants to
since
be
last
there.
November, so I'm really jonesing
Oh,
to get down.
Kim, we need to
so-
get you there.
Exactly. Yeah. So all these that have, I was just in Aruba and I'm going and I'm really jonesing. Y'all are making me jealous. I only get to have the image behind me. I don't really get to be there right now. So yeah.
Well, listen, I know a place you can go from November 30th to December 3rd.
Exactly.
And
Yes.
I
yes.
guarantee an amazing time.
It will be for sure.
That's going to be awesome. So I think that's all the questions that we have. Oh, wait, I lied. Scott's back. Are there excursions to Curacao? Not that Aruba isn't fantastic. Are there excursions that go over there?
It's not we used to have day trips, but not any longer. I mean, you can
Yeah.
hop over to Curacao with any problem. And you can easily do a multi-destination trip. So if you have anyone that's wanting to combine the two islands, because even though we're both Dutch, we're very different. Curacao is dripping with culture and history, but they've got the little coves and, we're the beach and the play island. And so the two are, it's good to combine the two if you have someone that is willing to do that. And there's little flights that hop between multiple flights in a day, but that is an opportunity.
Scott, I would agree. And I'd probably do that as two separate, like back to back.
And just try to fly out of Aruba if you can. That way you've already cleared US Customs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
unless
that
it's
is
on a
like-
Saturday, then you might want to go out of Curacao because the airport's a mess in Aruba.
I did know that about Aruba, and I think that's one of the very best things.
Exactly.
And the
Facebook.
global entry.
Oh yeah. And having global entry and expediting yourself by all means. And we do have a white glove service at the airport. If you have anybody who is traveling in high season on a Saturday or any other time. I mean, I'm a diva. Anyone who knows me, they know I'm a diva, and I do it on a Tuesday in August. But yeah, it's a white glove service. And so it's like, it's your airport butler. You don't touch anything. They do everything for you. They will even, as you're taking your shoes off, pick your shoes up off the floor and put them on the X-ray machine belt, and they watch it go through and they bring everything to you to put them back on. I mean, it is a true butler service at the airport.
Is that something that's commissionable to the agents?
It's commissionable at 20%. And I mean, it's expensive, but it's well worth it.
Could you send me the information for that? And then I'll make sure that everybody gets it.
Yeah, 100%.
That's fabulous. I mean,
It
I'm
is.
all for that.
Uh-huh.
Anytime someone will pamper me, I'm right there.
All about the pampering.
Yeah.
I just saw a question come through about the Facebook page. They
Yes.
thought they entered in the wrong information. It's Aruba Travel Experts with an S. Aruba Travel Experts. Please make sure you answer the questions. That way I know that it's you.
Serious.
Sometimes people forget and they're putting in their information from their personal page and it's like, oh, this isn't a travel agent, delete. So make sure it's here.
And Kim, we always send a follow-up email to the agents that attended to the webinar. So if there's something that you want to share, please send it to me.
Okay.
So I can include it on the email. I can send it today at night or tomorrow morning, so you can take your time. But make sure if you want to send me something to do it.
I'll do that right now for you.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. I think that's it. What a wonderful presentation. Thank you for joining us today in Aruba.
Perfect.
So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Margot. Lori, as always. Pablo, thank you for joining us. And we look forward to seeing you in any of our fam trips very soon. And if I were you and you are interested in going to Aruba, sign up now because this one is going fast, really fast. Okay?
Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.
Got it.
Bye-bye. Take care. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Have a good one.